Welcome to the Security Guide podcast. I'm your host Rafee Moosagie, and today I'll be talking about what every security leader needs. Not authority, but more influence. You see, in this game, respect is not about your badge or your title. It's about how you treat people. Whether you're running a security company, a control room, or high executive people, your ability to win respect and influence people will determine how far you go in this industry. So today, I'm breaking down 7 powerful lessons from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. Let's dive in. Respect comes before rank. In this industry, your position doesn't earn you respect, your behavior does. Remember, if you treat your guards with respect, they will generally follow your lead. Show genuine interest in your team, their birth dates, and their family stories. Be present on the site. Let them feel your leadership, not just hear it. Respect flows down before it rises up. And guys, this is a beautiful quote. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Listen more than you talk. Too many leaders talk without listening. Remember, when you listening to your people, you can solve more problems. When clients complain, let them vent. Let them speak fully. Don't interrupt. When God is upset, listen to them. This will build loyalty. Listening earns information, and information is power. So point number 3, correct in private, praise in public. This is an important one, guys. Public criticism breaks morale faster than anything. Security is already stressful. Don't make it harder by embarrassing people. Pull guards aside privately when correcting them. But when they do well, shout it out in front of everyone. Leaders who protect dignity gets the best from their teams. Example, I've seen more improvements from one private talk than 10 public shoutings. Always praise people in public and criticize or give them constructive criticism behind closed doors. Remember, it's all about building up people's self-esteem, making the work environment a good place. I was starting out as a junior leader. Sometimes when I get frustrated, I call out a team member in front of the others. And I remember lots of times, 1 or 2 times, staff members have left the organization because they felt their egos was broken. Protect one's dignity when you are addressing them. Appreciation beats motivation. You can't motivate everybody by money. You need to understand as a leader, everybody has a different driving force. Some people is here for personal growth. Some people is here to feed their family. Some people is here to actually learn skills. So when you as a director or as somebody, as a team leader, have to appreciate somebody, remember, when they do something, a courtesy thank you will go a long way. When you are working with somebody, they become like your family. You see them every day. So obviously, you want to make sure that you have their best interests at heart. So what I want for any person in a leading position is try to appreciate your team this week and see how the energy shifts. Let others think that it was their idea. Remember, true influence is invisible. When you are in a conversation, always try to guide the conversation where people think that the idea comes from themselves. Let them take credit. You be in the background. Your idea is there to mentor, to impart skills, to empower people, and let them feel that they are growing under you. Not that generally you find in teams where the manager is taking credit for most of the things and leaving the person that's burning the late night oil doing all the hard work. So when you are in a meeting, always ask, what do you think if we try this? Rather than we must do that, like giving a command. Let people take ownership. They will give their commitment, not compliance. So if you want to truly get a team and to get them on your side, let them feel like the idea is theirs, or the teams, they will basically understand the procedure. If you are setting out a new SOP in your company, allow the team to help you develop it so they have a true buy-in, whereas you have a leader that just feels that he's the dictator, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Also, guys, on this point over here, as managers, leaders, directors, people that are running an organization, in order for this to happen, you as the leader have to foster an environment that people can give their own ideas, feel comfortable to open up their ideas, because generally, if people are not giving their best ideas, it means you might be the Mr. Toxic. So at the end of the day is you need to ask yourself, do you want to be right, or do you want to grow and have the organization be in a better position? Point 6, own your mistake fast. Everybody makes mistakes. The difference is how fast you admit them. Don't blame, own it. Leaders who hide mistakes lose credibility, and leaders that own mistakes gain credibility. Leaders who admit them gains trust. So guys, the thing about mistakes or failure, I take it as, in my certain operation, as feedback. So every time I make a mistake, it's another lesson. It's what we call here, it's a very thing we call school fees. So I always say that we constantly have to be making mistakes, because if you're not making mistakes, you're not growing. So we have to get comfortable in making mistakes. I was watching a podcast a few weeks ago from the CEO Diary, that he has a trophy for the team member on the experiment team who failed the most, meaning that they are taking the most chances and they are experiencing and experimenting on things that is unknown. Remember, the things that people thought that was crazy and far-fetched is today's reality. Thomas Edison failed, I think, over 1,000 times before he got the light bulb. So that doesn't mean he failed, it just means he learned 990 odd times that didn't work, and it basically found another way. So it comes back to about having a growth mindset, integrity, having trust is real influence. I think on this one over here, it's one of the most important characteristics and quality for an individual to have on a team. It's how trustworthy are you? How, in another way, how loyal are you? To the degree that for somebody that is highly skilled, that's got a lot of experience, but his trust level is low, you can't work with a person like that, because he will come in your organization, stay for 6 months, learn all your KPIs or your IP in your organization, and he'll be a competitor. Or he'll find loopholes in your business and he'll be siphoning and stealing from you. But he can be a highly skillful, distrusted person. Number 2 is, if you say something, keep your word, even when nobody's watching. I mean, I'm speaking to a lot of people in the industry. It's, if you are an instructor or you are a manager, the CEO or the HR brings you in. They tell you a story that, listen, you are going to do X, Y, and Z, and you are going to be paid X, Y, and Z. When the time comes, then you hear the stories. Then you hear why this and that. They change the goalpost. So that means the company showed no integrity. And if you're working for a company like that, you should either speak to people that are in the people of power, that is influence, and find out that you are not happy or you are not going to take this lightly. And if things still don't happen, I would say move to a different company, and vice versa. You as a staff member, if you are somebody that are always not delivering on your promises, not delivering on your deadlines, how can the executive team trust a person like you? How can they invest in somebody like you? How can they grow on somebody like you? Because you're showing that you have no reliability. You actually become a liability if you have no reliability. That rhymes. So, guys, respect is earned in silence, and influence is seen in action. So I hope the 7 lessons of what I unpacked in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's such a great book, guys. If any of you haven't read it, please, I would recommend anybody. It was the New York bestseller for a long period of time. It covers a lot more topics in there, but I just thought that it's my duty, and I would like to share some, insights to what I thought is very important and what is lacking in the industry for the years that I've been in the industry. How important respect is, how important trust is, how important reliability is, how important all these characteristics. Because remember, skill can always be taught, guys. But your character weighs the most important. You at any state can be in a beautiful state. You can always be in a positive state, or you can be in a negative state, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed listening to the little bit of advice that we've given you. And as always, please like and subscribe. And if you feel that any of your managers need to hear this, please share it with them. Comment at the bottom. We're always looking forward to hearing from our audience, even if it's one of you. We appreciate every one of you, guys. I mean, I'm so grateful for every one of you. I think we're now over 2,000 now, and the journey's been good. And hopefully in the future we can do more videos like this. But anyways, guys, you've been watching the Security Guide, and stay cool, stay great, and see you in the next episode.